y'all, and welcome back to the channel DapUniversal. I'm Dap. So coming back at you with another pick a card reading. So impromptu, this is what do other people think of your energy? Like, how would someone else describe your energy? It could be just the general collective. How would another person describe your energy? Kind of like What's the Gossip, except unlike What's the Gossip, this is more so the truth. This is more so someone's honest perception. And if you're watching this as it's posted, we are just barely into Virgo season. We have a new moon in Virgo, I think tomorrow. So Mercutian energy, which is ruled by Virgo, it's about how you perceive things. It's about the thought, thinking. Gemini and Virgo are both ruled by Mercury, and it's how you perceive. So I thought it would be a good opportunity to kind of set some intentions and let this reading find whoever needs to find it. But without further ado, I do want to say thank you so much for liking and subscribing to the channels this far. We have grown so much on this channel in a very short period of time, and I really do appreciate it. I'm glad that my readings are useful for you. But we're going to be picking between 3 piles today. Pile number 1 is going to be the Ace of Wands. So Wands. Pile number 2, the Ace of Cups. And pile number 3, the Ace of Pentacles. So that is pile number 1, the Ace of Wands. Pile number 2, the Ace of Cups. And then pile number 3, the Ace of Pentacles. So go ahead and pause the video if you need to. Find the timestamps in the description or the pinned comment below. And I will see you at your reading. Bye for now. What up, pile 1? If you chose the Ace of Wands, welcome to your reading. Hi. So, off the bat, you don't fuck around. I'm gonna let you know that. You're not the type to just sit there and sit on your hands about nothing. I feel like y'all are the types to take action. You do the thing. A lot of masculine energy, whether you're female or not. When I say masculine energy, I mean the energy that's within you. We're talking about energy. Masculine energy is the type that's more action based. It likes to go do the thing. It likes to be inspired. It likes to attain. It's not so much of recepting and feeling. No, y'all are my go-getters. I say that because I have the card set up in like 3 little levels, right? So we're gonna be using the the astrology oracles to kind of show me like what maybe your ascendant type of energy is. Like, and when I say ascendant energy, like how you present yourself to others, how people kind of see you first glance. And then we're gonna look at your sun energy, which is more so your actual personality, right? And then we'll look at your emotions, or the moon energy, which is maybe how they think that you are on the inside, how they think that you process your emotions and your instincts. And then last but not least, we will close it out with a Island Time Wellness Love Oracle card to kind of get an idea of how maybe people who are romantically interested in you kind of perceive your energy, or how they view your energy. So, off the bat, oh, by the way, if you're also a reader, if you want to get your hands on any of these cards that I have, the link is in the description. You can find all those on Amazon. I'll left it there for you. But in your astrology cards, you pull the first house in Aquarius. So some of y'all may very much be Aquarians, but you don't have to be. I'm getting maybe more so an Aquarius ascendant. Your energy is more so in your face. It's a little bit direct, but a little bit off-putting in a sense. It's like you're very much a thinker and you're very smart, but you don't come across as arrogant, but you do very much come across as somebody who you're not gonna fuck with me mentally. You're not going to tell me what I don't know when I know what I know. It's like you're very much firm in that aspect. You may have a lot of fixed energy in your chart. You may have some things in the 11th house. You may have your Mercury in Aquarius, your Sun in Aquarius. But the thing that's really interesting with you though, that came out, because I shuffled 2 decks of cards. So we have your sun energy, like how your personality is the actual sun. But your emotions, you pull the sun as well. So you pull the sun twice. So you're the type of person that is, what you see is what you get. This is how people would describe your energy. What you see is what you get. Abrupt, upfront, and it's not apologetic. It's like your light very much shines brightly, and it's like, I feel like maybe you do get a lot of attention. People do turn their heads whenever you walk into a room because of your energy, not because of what you're wearing, not because of what you're doing, but because of just how you walk into the room. And it's like, I feel like a lot of y'all with this Aquarius and the ascendant type energy with the first house, you don't even necessarily want the attention. You just get it because there's something so quirky about you, just so different about you. The way you move is just not like the rest because you don't care so much about the status quo. This is what it is. And you're not afraid to admit that you're wrong. You won't ask anybody to do anything that you won't do for yourself. So it's not like it comes off as bossy, but it does come off as very much bright, strong. I feel like you have a lot of energy. When people are tired of work, they're burnt out, they can't do it, they call you. They try to get you on the phone. They try to get you to help because you have a lot of energy to expend. So you may actually have like your rising in Leo or something like that. I can see that, or like rising in any of the fire signs, because there's a lot of just physical energy just going through you. And so whatever your rising sign is, by the way, that planet of your rising sign, your ascendant, it basically trickles all the way down your chart. So say you were a rising in Leo with all this planet energy. If you're Leo rising, that means that your chart's ruling planet, your whole chart's ruling planet is the sun, which is abundant energy. It's youthful. I bet you look a lot younger than you probably are. You probably always got that. There's just something a little bit youthful in how you even carry yourself and your energy. It's very nice. I think you're very friendly. People say that you're very friendly. People think that you are probably really dependable if it's something that you actually want to do. I don't feel like you put yourself in situations where you end up doing a whole lot for people that you don't want to do. I think you kind of overestimate your ability, or overestimate how much time you may have or resources you have in order to help people. But I do feel like you're not over-giving to the point where it's detrimental to yourself. But I do feel like maybe you overextend yourself, and because you are very generous. You are very generous, and you are very kind. But I feel like you're the type that probably would put your own self-interest before anybody else's, which is nothing wrong with that. That's fine. If you don't, who else will, by the way? But people look at that as selfish, only when it's always what you want and never with anybody else. I don't get that with this Aquarius card. You're very much about helping people, humanitarian, brotherhood, connection, making things better for the group, not the individual. And you put it upon yourself to do that. So you may be the type to do charities, that kind of thing, to give back. The type to even if it's like performing or making art so people can understand a certain viewpoint. It's like you would make art not just to make art, just a doodle. You would make art with a purpose, or make something with a purpose, whether it's writing a song, writing a book. It's something to illustrate to the world your point, and people will understand it. So how else would other people describe your energy in terms of your actual personality, other than you have a strong personality? What else we got? Page of Pentacles in reverse, the High Priestess. You don't move so much on just pure logic. You move with a lot of intuition. You're not very practical. People try to figure out your organizational skills, or how does this person even do anything? Like, you seem chaotic or scatterbrained to other people, but in reality, you move more so with intuition. And people speak that because the results will speak for themselves. People in the past may have counted you out, like, this person ain't got nothing, they ain't gonna do it, I don't believe it. And then all of a sudden you show up and it's like, how the fuck did you do that? It's like organized chaos, or a method behind the madness. Now with your emotions, you also have the sun. Strong emotions in your moon, but it's also conflicting. So I feel like maybe your emotions or your instincts can often conflict with what you want to do. You often feel pushed or pulled between yourself, not other people, because you won't let that shit happen. You won't let nobody pull you apart. No, but you'll pull yourself apart. Meaning that maybe you want to do one thing, but you should do something else, and that energy of how different those things may feel to you may be enough to make you feel out of sorts, or make you feel a little bit like frustrated. So your emotions. What else we got for your emotions? The Hermit in reverse, the Two of Swords in reverse. A lot of times, okay, so you are quick to do things, you are quick to get the shit done, but sometimes I do feel like you either jump the gun and make a decision without going within, a lot of the times without pausing to kind of think real hard on it, weigh the pros and cons, plan things out, and you just kind of like say, okay, well, that's the one, that's what I'm gonna do, that feels right, because you're intuitive. And sometimes you'll be a little impulsive and make the wrong decision, or make a hasty decision. But the King of Wands on the bottom of the deck, look at that Leo ass energy with the sun. And look at that, the King of Swords on the bottom of the deck with that Aquarius, that's crazy. Remember, you have the Leo all in your tarot cards with the sun energy. And then you have Aquarius with the Oracle card. So you have Leo and Aquarius. You very much could be a Leo with an Aquarius rising, an Aquarius with a Leo rising. This could be for you, or anywhere in your chart, but you give very strong masculine energy. You just need to balance that out a little bit with your intuition. Like, yes, it's okay to make choices with your intuition and how you feel, but you have to balance that out with sitting in it for a little bit longer. You make decisions so quick sometimes that people they doubt you, because it's like, how could you make a decision like this so quick? And usually it works out for you, but sometimes it doesn't. Two of Wands on the bottom of the deck. Now you need to start planning a little better and actually appreciating your own power of planning. You have a beautiful, brilliant mind. You can see the bigger picture, my friend. So use that to your benefit and you will be golden. Now, as a side note, how do say romantic people, how do people see you like in terms of love? Like, what kind of lover are you? You pulled kisses, mwah. Unconditional loving, giving and receiving affection, and falling in love. You may also have like a watery moon, or a watery Venus or Mars. But I do get, especially if you have like a Venus in Cancer, Pisces, that kind of thing. Or if your Venus was in like the 12th house, the 7th house, the 4th house, I can see that too. Maybe even the 2nd, but I get that y'all are very much lovers, not fighters. You have a strong bark, but you don't normally bite unless you have to. Don't make me bite, is what you say. But that's what I got for you. I'm gonna close it out with one of these crystal gemstone messages. They kind of pull a message on how spirit would describe your energy. About your energy. All right. And it says Archangel Zadkiel. It says, I am safe. I have constant protection surrounding me, deflecting anything that is not for my highest good. I have the courage and self-confidence to create my world. It is easy for me to take action and move forward in life with joy and enthusiasm. And if that's not the sun in Aquarius, I don't know what it is. But hey, until next time, guys, sound off in the comments if it resonated. Share this video with anyone who you think would like it. And as always, remember this, guys. If you got spirit, what spirit got you? Blessings and out we do. Bye. What up, pile number 2? If you chose the Ace of Cups, welcome to your reading. And this is how would other people describe your energy? How do other people describe your energy? So I broke this up into a couple different ways. With the astrology oracles, we're gonna be looking at maybe like how people view you, face value, like maybe people who just meet you, your type of energy. People who probably wouldn't have like a whole lot to say. Then we look at your personality, like your sun energy in astrology, which maybe like people who actually do know you would see you, like your actual personality, and then your emotions, which would be like the moon energy. We'll be looking at that too. 2 different tarot cards there. And then I thought I would close it out by looking at your Venus energy, how you love with the love oracle, just one. But let's get into it. So first off, you may be Aries, you may be Capricorns, you could be Scorpios, you could be Sagittarius. Life path number 4s, life path number 6, life path number 8. But also master number 22. You could your birthday could break down to 22, which will be 4, but master number 22. So let's look at your ascendant energy with the astrology oracles. And if you want to see if you want to get your hands on any of the cards that I'm going to be using today, you can just by going to the link in my description. It'll take you straight to Amazon where I bought them, all my decks, just for you. But you pulled Mars and Saturn, which is very interesting because I would think Mars and Saturn energy wouldn't get along too well. Mars wants to go out there and get it and not asking questions, not thinking about it. I'm just gonna go charge. Saturn says, hold it, wait a minute, hold up, damn it, not yet. It slows you down. It tells you, wait a minute, don't do that. So it's like saying maybe firsthand people see you as someone who either takes action but is careful, but more likely I think they see you as somebody who maybe a little bit impulsive and needs that structure. Maybe that's the two opposites. Maybe you go back and forth between the two. Like sometimes you make decisions and it's great, but sometimes you have this fear of just jumping in. It's like, well, I'm not ready yet. You say you have great ideas, great plans, but it's like something about how everything has to be lined up just right before you can actually do anything, and you end up feeling like you wasted time, or you're not getting as much as you should have gotten out of the situation, or you know what I'm saying? Like I resonate with this because when I started my tarot channel, when I created my tarot channel, it was like a year before I actually started posting videos on this channel, because I was like, I just need to prepare myself. I need to record all the readings first, figure out how to edit. Like, no. I should have just pressed play and just been done with it. Of course, the first probably 15, 20 videos I recorded sucked. No one saw them, and it's okay. That's how this works. You have to just put in the energy, you have to just do the work. So it's like saying, if you spend all day worrying about if you're ready or not, you're gonna always feel like you're lacking. And I see that because people will see that within you, going back and forth between flooring it and hitting the brakes. So that's a kind of polarity type of thing with you. So it's like, I think you do have great ideas, and I think there's been times when people may have even taken your ideas, people who've been maybe a little bit more fearless in whatever you had planned for yourself, and they kind of ran with it, and you probably watched them like, damn, you just, okay, well, that, at least it worked out for them. And so you may even get comfortable just giving people advice, or being in a role where you tell people like what they could do, instead of you actually going out there and doing the thing yourself, because for some reason you just don't see it in you a lot of times. But I feel like that can always change, because you do have it in you. You are meant to succeed if you want to. This is all a choice. I think you're gifted with a beautiful fail-safe. Anybody who has that kind of Saturn energy in them, you were probably born with like some kind of fail-safe. So you don't go too far. You don't go too far outside the lines. It's like you're not too careless, not too reckless. You would see this in people who may have like a 5th house stellium, or Saturn in Capricorn, or Capricorn in like the first house, like your sin to be in Capricorn or something like that. But but it's like saying that you have both sides of a coin, which means that there's room for balance, and that's all it is. That's all it is. So let's look at your sun energy, which is the Nine of Pentacles in reverse, by the way. So this is about self-worth. This is about what you deem, what you think that you are lacking in sort in terms of resources. You may use the excuse, I don't have like the equipment. I don't have this. I don't have anything to wear. I don't have the skills yet. I need to learn more. I need to do this. No. Do the thing. Is what this is. Because with your moon card, your emotions in the Deviant Moon deck, you have the Five of Pentacles. Every time you do that, every time you tell yourself you don't have enough, or that you can't, or you need to figure out how to get more before you can start, or whatever that is, you end up feeling like you are just lacking. It's like you put yourself in a place where you're just like, oh my God, I feel like I'm just like behind. And no one's thinking that but you probably voice it. It's in your energy, so people feel that it's like this person doesn't feel like they have what it takes. And so confidence is a thing. It's like your energy can speak for itself, whether you say this out loud to people or not. People are picking up on the fact that they see you as a person that's like, you are brilliant and you have so much drive, but you just don't believe in yourself. It's like, why don't you see it yet? It's like, why don't you see how great you are yet? Why don't you see how perfect you are yet? Why don't you see how whole you are right now in this moment yet? It's like everyone else sees it, but they also see you holding yourself back. All right, so in terms of this Nine of Pentacles in reverse, also something comes in about some of y'all go through periods where you don't have a lot of money, and then you come into money like a paycheck or something, or like you just you get money and you spend it all. You just spend it all without a plan, without a it's easy come easy go, and then you're back to like counting your dollars, counting your pennies, trying to figure out how you're gonna make $6 stretch until next week. And and it's like if you would have like budgeted the money that you had, you would have been a lot more comfortable. So this is about showing restraint too sometimes whenever you fly out the handle. Let's look at what they're saying about you and your personality. The Six of Swords comes up, the Two of Pentacles, and the Five of Swords in reverse. You're very adaptable, they do say. They do say you are very adaptable. More Capricorn energy again. But you do definitely see the bigger picture. You may have Aquarius somewhere in your chart too, with the Six of Swords coming out, and we have Saturn. Saturn used to be the ruler of Aquarius before we found out Uranus existed. But so you may actually have some Aquarius in your chart as well. But also this Five of Swords in reverse, this is also Aquarius as well. So in reverse, though, it speaks of you bouncing back. It's like you know how to go into survival mode. You know how to get yourself from rough waters to calmer waters. You know how to get yourself back to afloat. But it's like almost like the adrenaline of having to go through that. It's like drilled into you. It's like you go from survival mode to like freely spending or something like that. Or you get really comfortable in a situation, and then you figure out that this situation's not it, and you start like running around like a chicken with their head cut off. So it's like saying you're really good with adapting. So why don't you believe in yourself and your abilities to go ahead and plan things out, so that way you don't have to do that. One day you're gonna get tired of running around here like that. And I feel like if you would ask, people would help you, even if it's just in advice or giving you a tool. I do feel like people do want you to succeed. People do love you. Pile number two. Something about your energy. People do really love you. All these twos I see. You're very much agreeable. You're not an angry person. I think you're just they see you as a self-defeating person. They see you as a self-defeating person. With your emotions, with the Five of Pentacles, feeling like you don't have enough, feeling like you're lacking. That's your immediate impulse. The Moon talks about your instincts, your reactions, without thinking, like just your knee-jerk reactions, is to feel like you are less than, or that you're struggling. Clarify all of this. Ten of Cups in reverse, the Three of Wands in reverse, and Death. So, like I said, we know that you're very adaptable. Could be a Scorpio, by the way. Sun, moon, rising Venus. But the cards that are in reverse are the Ten of Pentacles and the Three of Wands, both in reverse, saying that you very much make decisions based on how you feel. Not making plans and seeing it through. You basically, if I don't feel like doing this today, I'm not gonna do it. If I don't feel like doing this, I'm just not gonna do it. I don't know how to make myself do like I don't know how. It's like I'm not focused enough or something like that. And that may be very true. So maybe you have to adapt your way of doing things to work for you. Figure out a system that works for you. Not everyone can sit there and just grind and hustle and grind and stay focused on one thing. That's not everybody. Some people are more of a chaotic type thinker. Like not everyone are type A people. You know what I'm saying? Like anal retentive. That's not you. But I do feel that if you were to get your emotions more balanced, and also be just a little bit more practical. Even if this is like, if you're planning something, you don't have to sit there and be strict to a schedule or an itinerary for yourself. But if you can like pencil things in and make guidelines, okay, well today I should do this. But if I don't do this, then it's okay, I'll just do something else. But just make sure that you do something to get you closer towards your goal, right? People see you as, you're not less than, you're not pathetic, you're not pitiful, you're not any of those things. You're just not the best at planning in a situation, and they know that you could, because you see things from a bigger perspective. Your ideas are great. What you want to do, what you're trying to do is great, but you're just not being quite practical enough. I feel like you very much are like, if I'm not inspired, I don't want to do it. Silly, you know? But let's look at how lovers would look at you. How, so on a romantic level, how people describe your energy? Healthy choices. Healthy choices. It says making healthy choices in love and life, self-love, self-care, and being happier. For some of y'all, I feel like people will see that you are trying to get yourself together before you get yourself in a relationship. Others would say that maybe how hard you are on yourself, you're very much lenient in giving in a relationship. You're not at all that when it comes down to expecting that from other people. So if you are so understanding when it comes down to your love language and how you at least want to come across in love, how come you can't be that gentle with yourself? Be gentle with yourself, pal, too. Maybe that's part of it, being gentle with yourself. If you don't operate as fast as you wanted to, if you didn't do something as flawlessly as you thought, if you make a mistake, be gentle with yourself. A mistake isn't going to kill you. A mistake is just learning. In this life, it's not about winning and losing. It's just about learning and teaching and understanding. Like, it's not where you end up, it's the journey of how you get there, you know? So be gentle with yourself. I am gonna pull you one of these affirmation cards so we can get a message from Spirit on how Spirit would describe your energy, which is pure energy. It's gonna be an affirmation. So these are I am statements. So this is your higher self, how you operate. So, all right. So we have Archangel Uriel. You're very intuitive. It says, I am at peace. Legions of angels are my personal entourage, helping me every day in every way. I am aligned with the divine plan, and my ancestors direct me on my path. I am grateful for the knowledge that they impart to me. So you are guided, and you are protected. So if you make a mistake, make a mess, whatever. But also, if you want to just go for it, they got you back, especially if it's aligned to what you really want to do. But that's all I got for y'all. Sound off in the comments, let me know how it resonates. But until next time, guys, if you got spirit, what spirit got you? Blessings and out we do. Bye. What up, pile number 3? If you chose the Ace of Pentacles, welcome to your reading. And this is how other people would describe your energy. Kind of like what's the gossip, but it's not. This is honestly how people would maybe sum you up. It is just a perception though. So take what resonates and leave it don't. But we will be using a bunch of different decks. I felt very open to this type of. I wrote the spread for this particular pick a card using the astrological oracles to kind of give me an idea of what like maybe your ascendant energy is, like how people would view you, just kind of face on, heads on. Maybe people who wouldn't know you so well, just like a first impression type kind of thing. And then for the sun energy, your actual personality, we used the Aquarian tarot. And then for your emotions, how people view your instincts, your reactions to things, how you deal with things, your beautiful feelings. We were using the Deviant Moon deck, and I thought I'd toss in one for the Venus energy for how maybe you love, how people see your love language, people that you've dated, people who are interested in you or know about your love life, with the Island Time Wellness Love Oracle. And of course, if you want to get your hands on any of the decks that I'm using, also using the Astro Matrix Tarot deck. This one's not on there, but if you want to get your hands on any of these decks that I'm using, you can totally check the description in the link below and use my link. I have all the cards that I use there. I guess I'll put a link to the Astro Matrix Tarot decks. I love this deck, but I don't think it's on Amazon. You have to get it directly from their app or their site. It's Astro Matrix. And they don't even have like a guidebook. You just scan the QR code and it pulls up on your phone, which is like ingenuity, like what the fuck? Loving it. But anyway, I digress. So, all right, off the bat, what I see from my pile of threes is y'all could be very much moon ruled people. You may be a Pisces rising, Cancer rising. Also see something with the third house. So you got the moon in the third house is how you come off to people initially. This is very intuitive, but very communicative. You're somebody who may even know different languages. You may pick up on languages really easily. You may have like a really easy way of speaking or a nice voice. You may have a nice singing voice. You very much get your point across very easily through words. You charm the shit out of people. Shit out of people, pile three. You charm people. Just with your words and your in writing. Some of y'all may be actual very good writers. And there's also something coming in about like how you're just good with a memory. You're probably good with memory, like you don't forget shit. You have a great memory, and that means that you retain things very easily. So although we see this very emotional, deep energy of the moon, which is like all encompassing, it's very intuitive and it's very feeling and loving. And one to feel safe and it's empathetic, but you also have the third house here. Your moon may be in the third house as well. Whatever your moon sign is, it could be very well be in the third house, which does indicate someone who is somebody who intellectualizes their emotions, or they're able to intellectualize the emotions of others. Like not much can probably get past you. Like you probably really understand what's not being said. People see you as somebody who it's hard to get over on you, and it may be the type that they come to for advice. I feel like you would be the type that gives out a lot of advice, maybe, or you have a lot of people who value what you say because you have a great way of just understanding where someone is coming from without having to actually experience it. It's pure empathy. And that's beautiful. You may also be a life path number 1, 9. You may have maybe life path number 5, or you have 5 in your birth chart. And by birth chart, I mean like your numerology chart. Like maybe you're born on the 5th of the month. Maybe you're born in May. Maybe you're born like 5 in the year, or something like that. But there's maybe a 5 in your birthday or your life path number 5. I do get that. You may also be Gemini, Sagittarius, Pisces, Cancer. That's what I'm getting. Or there may be something that's very heavy in your chart. But people see you as somebody who definitely knows how to present themselves, and you also have a very good sense of humor. You can veer on the edge of sarcastic or a smart ass, but at the end of the day, you do have a way of words, a way of even calming people down when they're angry. That comes up too. But people get that about you off the bat. So you may work in like customer service, or you may spend a lot of time in customer service, or dealing with people face-to-face kind of situations. People find you to be quite pleasant. If you are in customer service, your customer service skills are on point. Always have been, just quite natural at it. You know how to kind of just connect with people on that level and make them feel good, even if they're distraught. So service is a big thing for you. Could be a Virgo. Okay, so the sun energy, what we have here is temperance in reverse. So as beautiful as that is, with the ability to be able to understand what's not being said, you do need to figure out a way to use your own advice. People think that you have a great way of seeing everyone else's problems, seeing how to solve everything, but you're the one that's imbalanced. Like, you're so imbalanced sometimes. It's like maybe you're impatient, maybe you have excesses, maybe you like to indulge too much, or maybe you like to just do things just overboard. And I can see that with a person who is ruled by the moon and then Gemini energy. They're very changeable, and they can make you seem a little bit out of balance, out of whack. And temperance with that Sagittarius energy, maybe sometimes it's like it can come off as being a know-it-all as well. But let's pull some cards, get some more understanding on what they be saying about you. Okay, so we have the Hangman, Page of Wands in reverse, and the King of Swords. You blunt as hell. It's like you're blunt. You don't really. It's not that you don't care about how people feel or hurting other people's feelings. You're not trying to do that, but I do feel like when you see things from a different perspective, with this Hangman energy, you have a tendency to kind of just act and say things, and you're still kind of maybe learning how, on a personal level. I'm not talking about like customer service and people just on the outside. No, this is more on a personal level. Your interpersonal relationships. You have a tendency to kind of blurt out things, or just kind of just simply just state them. And to you, they don't come out. You don't think they're coming off as being rude, but to them, they may feel like, damn, tact. Judgy. You have and because you can see other people's bullshit so clearly, you just kind of spit it out, and it's like maybe they're not ready to hear that. I do see the King of Swords, Aquarius energy. It's like saying you have a funny way of making people see the true, just the basic issue, and it's like sometimes they're just not ready to see it, but it's like blaring to you. But at the same time, it's like you have a way of maybe triggering people sometimes with your insight, and when you trigger people, I'm gonna say it's probably because it's true and it needed to be said, but at the same time, you definitely want to know when and where to throw that card out, or to throw that skill out. Sometimes just keep it to yourself. Like, okay, if they don't ask me, then I won't say nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, if you are an empath or someone who's very intuitive, and you feel subtle energies, like I go through all the time. It's at this point, it's like I peep so much stuff from people I know, don't know, work with, things I don't even care to know. It's just my brain. I just put it together. I'm like, I'm not gonna say nothing. If you ask me, then I'll say something. But if not, I'll leave you alone because you don't want to hear my bullshit. Right. So it's just saying, be discerning with your insight and your energy, because people who really want it, because it's valuable, they will ask you. But your emotions, you pull the Lovers. More Gemini energy with this third house, which is the house of Gemini, and this Lover. So your moon may be in Gemini, or your moon may really be in the third house for real. It's saying your biggest comfort, or your biggest or the thing that you gravitate towards the most instinctively is balance and harmony. Doesn't mean you always get it, but it's like saying you trust. If you feel a little bit out of whack, which you normally do, you end up feeling maybe a little bit helpless. Like, fuck, it's okay. Well, it's like you go extreme on one end or something like that. It's like, also you may have a tendency to put a lot of thought into how other people perceive you. You may not wear it outwardly, like you may walk around, I don't give a fuck what you think, I don't care what you think, you can say what you want to say, but internally you really just want to be appreciated for your insight. You want to be appreciated for your brilliant mind, because you know at this point that people don't think like you do. And it's not that you want people to worship you or kiss your ass or nothing, but you do want people to acknowledge it and appreciate it for what you have to offer, because you know that that's one of your biggest gifts and one of the things that you have to give to this world, and it's everything. But I think the lesson here may be to give it to yourself first, be your own validation, love it in yourself, praise yourself, be so grateful that you have it, and be done with it, because other people are gonna love it, but not everyone's gonna acknowledge it, and they don't have to. But what else we got in terms of your emotions? And so people do peep this. Sometimes you may be an overachiever, or you do the most, and it's beautiful work, but it's like some people can get the vibe of like, oh my God, they're trying so hard to impress people. And it's nothing wrong with that. Shine your light. But at the same time, if you have your own validation, it won't come off like that. It's just like you just shining, because energy is fluid. Energy is what it is. Even if you don't think you're coming across that way, if it's in your energy, it's in your energy. And so people can pick up on like someone who is doing the most of trying to overcompensate because they feel like they're lacking somewhere else. And yours, it may be validation. Maybe you didn't get a lot of validation, maybe from your parents or your mom especially. Maybe you have a really strict mother, or a mother that just wasn't paying attention. Let's see. 5 of Cups in reverse, 7 of Cups in reverse, 3 of Pentacles in reverse, 10 of Cups in reverse on the bottom of the deck. God damn. It's definitely saying the way for you to find balance, or the way for you to really operate from a place of letting go, and maybe taking a little bit of your own advice whenever you feel like you are flying off the handle, when you feel like you're not balanced, is to change your perspective. The 5 of Cups in reverse and the 7 of Cups in reverse is about changing your perspective. The 7 of Cups is not seeing reality clearly, and the 5 of Cups in reverse is as well. It's like saying it's a mind shift. It's like saying, how are you thinking about yourself? How you think about the situation? Is it really as bad as you think it is? Are you really as far off as you think you are? Probably not. And then you have the 3 of Pentacles in reverse. Cooperate. You try to do so much on your own to prove to yourself that you can do something, or prove to yourself that you're competent, that you could get a lot more done if you cooperate, if you collaborate, if you ask for help, if you become part of a team. Allow. But let's look at how people look at you in terms of your romance, your Venus energy. So how do people think that you love? Isn't that funny? You have the lovers and the lovers. If you're on the pile 1, go watch pile 1 as well, because these double cards keep repeating themselves in this reading. I don't know why. I didn't choose them. But love, it says unconditional love, self-love, oneness, passion, affection, and attraction. You really do put your partner on a pedestal. You idealize love. You may really have your Venus in like say Gemini, Libra, Pisces, or any of those houses, being the 3rd, the 7th, and the 12th. But you definitely do love to love, and you do want that harmony. You do want to blend with somebody. It's like saying you got that down pat, but it's like saying give that love to yourself. I told one of the other pals that too. Give that back to yourself, because it's where it starts. Because once you figure that out, then you will find balance, and you will find a match, someone who can match your energy of harmony and care enough about that as you do. And you won't attract these people that you have to fix, or these people that you have to prove anything to. You'll just be harmonious. But I am going to pull you one more card and close it out. So we're going to be pulling one of these Archangel affirmations. So this is going to be more like so how spirit would describe your energy. And these are affirmations, so these are I am statements. So this is your highest self. So we're going to end it here. Whew, okay. And it's Archangel Chamuel. And it says, I sparkle and shine. I emanate harmony and love. Wow. Harmony and love. I am grateful for my fantastic significant other, presently known or unknown. And I allow love, and I have the best of friends. And with that, my friends, let me know how this resonated in the comments. I look at every last one of my knowledge, most of them shit. But until next time, guys, if you got spirit, what spirit got you? Blessings in all we do. Bye.